LeetCode Problem 128, longest consecutive sequence. So the problem gives us an unsorted array of integers, nums, and our job is to return the length of the longest consecutive elements sequence. So for example, this here 104, 200, 132. So our job is to return 4 because the longest sequence is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have one approach to this, and it's to use an unordered set. So an unordered set is basically like a map, but it has no value, it only has keys. And I initialize the set with the contents of the vector. Now the reason why I'm using a set instead of a vector is because of the function find, which is uh, very efficient in maps because it uses a array tree, right? So more on that. So the array tree is just a binary tree that we won't be talking about here, but just know that it is solely because of this find function that is quite useful in this algorithm. So how it works is I initialize the variable longest to 0 here, and I iterate through every number in the set. So let's say for example this number 100. So it cannot find 100 minus 1, it cannot find 99, right? It cannot find 99, so the total is 1, and it is always finding the plus 1 of that number, right? So if it can find uh, if it can find 101, the total will increase and the longest will be updated to the max, right? But in this case there is no 101, so we just it is the basically the longest is just 1 in this case. So this will iterate through 4 and 200 until we reach 1, right? So okay, the reason why we skip past 4 is because this if statement will not trigger, right? Because we can't find 3, right? So 4 minus 1 is not equals to the end of the set because there is a 3 inside. So we reach to this 1, and the total is 1, right? Total is 1 inclusive of the original number, and it is always finding the plus 1 of that number. So in this case it will find 2, right? It finds 2, total will increase, and it tries to find 3 again in this while loop. Find 3, total will increase, and find 4. So eventually total will become 4, replacing the original longest. And since 1, 2, 3, 4 is the longest sequence in this vector, this for loop will iterate finish and just return 4 as our answer. That's all I have to share. Thanks.